Good afternoon. My name is Wendy Gaylor. I'm the president and CEO of the Bedford Area Chamber of Commerce. And today is exciting for us as this is our first podcast that we're doing right here in the studio with Watts Creative. And we're so looking forward to our conversation today with Shannon Dominguez, Director of Small Business Development with the Advancement Foundation. And we are just going to go right into it today and talk about this program, this exciting program, business program and competition.
Yes, ma'am. And thank you so much for having us. And I feel really privileged, like first episode and we get to be on, and this is really exciting. I think everyone's going to love it.
Well, thank you for being here. And I am just thrilled about this program because we do want to really help entrepreneurs, whether they're young, middle-aged, older, just getting started. We want to make sure that they have the resources and the tools that they need. And this program does all of that and then some. And they also can win prizes. So I'm just thrilled that you're here and that we can tell Bedford and the surrounding area about how wonderful it is and to get the leaders that they need to help them to develop what they are trying to develop and get out there to the public, right? Well, tell us, let's just jump right in. What is the Gauntlet Business Program and Competition?
So that is a great question. And as you all hopefully drive around town and see our banners or our posters, you'll see the Gauntlet. And the Gauntlet is a business program and competition. So the business program section is 10 weeks long. Everyone will meet on Tuesday evenings from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. You will need access to the internet to be able to access the program. It will all be virtual. And then there will be lots of extra credit opportunities as well. One of my favorite things about the Gauntlet program is how it really pulls in all the resources from your community. So for Bedford, we're working with the chamber, we're working with economic development in the city and the county, we're working with the Central Virginia Business Coalition Group. So all these groups that pull together help to really provide resources for the community, and to these entrepreneurs. And that is so important, especially if you are looking to start a business. And then after the 10-week program, there's a competition where you get to bring your completed business plan and pitch it to a panel of judges to enter to win prizes.
So exciting. And you're right, just to bring the community together and helping the businesses thrive and grow and these entrepreneurs to launch what they have, their services, their programs, whatever they're trying to launch, something new. And to be able to provide that, we have the Small Business Development Center and we have all of these other great programs, which are fabulous for starting business. But this is wonderful because they can also win prizes.
Yes.
30,000 it looks like, and it's 300,000, right? Is that the whole
Yes, there's usually
amount?
$300,000 worth of cash and in-kind prizes. So you'll be connected to different people, resources, and companies within your community who may donate business consulting or help with HR, help with legal. We have lawyers who donate consultations. We'll have people that can help you develop a website or a logo so that when you leave the competition, you are leaving with concrete tools that can help you advance your business. And you're also leading with a connection in the community, a person that is willing to help you out. And I think that's such a beautiful thing.
It really is. It's inspiring. And the Gauntlet is now Virginia's largest business program and competition with over 525 alumni. Wow.
I know. It's a lot, especially to think back 7 years ago, this program started with 15 entrepreneurs. Last year, we had 170 come through, even amid a pandemic, and we were able to launch 70 different businesses, which was incredible.
It's phenomenal. It really is. And that just speaks volumes in itself. So who can participate in the program?
That's a great question. There's multiple different types of people and businesses that can enter the program. So for people, you may be an entrepreneur, small business owner, or a partner. and you are welcome to enter this program. As far as businesses, you may have a business idea that you don't know what to do with or what it would even look like if you wanted to do something with it. So we welcome you to come in the program, come learn about what it's like to run a business, see if that's something that's up your alley, and let us get you connected to the resources and mentors and people that are going to help make that idea go from an idea to something tangible. And then maybe you already have a business. Maybe you've already been working on a business plan. Maybe you're fully open and operational and are looking to pivot more due to COVID. Maybe you need to go back and do different types of customer discovery or market analysis. We welcome you to come in. We're not just here for people who have not opened their business yet, but also for people who are up and running and are just looking for a little extra boost.
That is so wonderful. So any business can participate as long as it's a new business or a current business that wants to expand, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So we have a lot of those, I know, in our area. So of course, Bedford is participating and you're welcoming from all around the area. So tell me about all the areas that we're covering, because I know we're including Bedford and we're focusing on that, but I do want listeners to know what all areas that you're covering.
Absolutely. And it's important to know that because you can connect across the region now with entrepreneurs and alumni and mentors. So if you're trying to open up a coffee shop here in Bedford, you can connect with someone up in Allegheny and they're going to be able to give you the advice and help that you need without having to worry about any type of competition. And that's really cool. So we started out in Roanoke County and Roanoke City. We are now in Allegheny and Rockbridge, Botetourt, and Bedford. So it's a pretty big area that we cover, and we're really excited to see what type of ideas and innovation is going to come through this year.
That's a huge coverage area, and I'm just thrilled. Like you said, they can have competing businesses, but they're not really in the same area, so therefore they can help each other, and that just makes a lot of sense. So that is thrilling. And then, so lots of prizes and lots of help to get the businesses the knowledge that they need, the wisdom from people that have done these things before, from the alumni. What if they can't make a class? So let's just say they're signing up, they're a new business or a business that just needs the extra help. And we know these are virtual. So what if they can't make all the classes? I know it's a 10-week session beginning February the 9th, and these are all in the evening, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Tuesday evenings from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. So we highly encourage you to be present for every class when possible. But if you have to miss one, which, sometimes happens, we record them all. So you'll be able to access that recording and then you'll be in contact with your mentor. You'll have homework assignments and we're doing a lot of pre-recorded class sessions that we can send out. And then during class, we'll be able to unpack those and dig in a little deeper. So we really want to have everyone in the classes as we break out in work groups, because this is your time to really dig in and start working on your business.
Okay, now what is the cost, Shannon?
So for the 10-week program, it's $249. So we try to keep it at, less than $25 a class. And then if you choose to enter the competition, that's an additional $99.
Okay, so enter the competition. Now, what if you have a partner within your company and you want them to participate as well? Or maybe that you're going to miss one class and you want your partner to do that as with you so that you got that coverage. What is the cost for the partner?
That's a great question. So $99 is the cost for a business partner. They'll also be given their own Gauntlet notebook as well, which is where we've got all of our curriculum. We have lots of different community resources that you can access in there as well. So each person will get their own Gauntlet notebook to work through the program with.
That's great. So this is all virtual. In the past, was it in person or did you do both or was it a hybrid?
It was all in person up until COVID hit last year and we had to switch to virtual. So this year we're starting out completely virtual, just because due to the COVID-19 restrictions, and we don't want to be put in a position where we're exposing people either, we're going to keep it all virtual. Now, there will be some options for in-person extra credit classes, and that's where we reach out to the community and try to figure out what workshops are going on or if there are any networking groups, and we may try to do some of those in person, but we really just need to see where COVID is going to be at that time.
Sure. Yeah, we're doing the same thing. Just take it a day at a time, right? But so nice to have these virtual, I think. And, you are meeting people from all over. So I feel your options are even more for getting people from all over and meeting them right there in the class.
And that's what we've noticed as well. Is like virtual, although at first it was definitely a pivot. It was definitely a change that everyone had to adjust to. But now you can start to see the perks of it and the pros of being able to meet virtually. It opens up your doors of who you can connect with. And we're hoping to really leverage that and use that as a powerhouse towards this program.
Absolutely. I can definitely see that happening. So we talked about the cost, and if a business wants to complete the business plan for judging and that kind of thing, what is the cost for that?
They don't pay anything. It's just to complete the business plan. So just $249 for the whole program. And throughout the program, you'll be given the notebook, which will have some physical materials that you can use to help aid you in your business plan. It breaks down every single part of the business plan, encourages you to do customer discovery, market analysis, think about your legal, your HR aspects of things, so that when you graduate from the Gauntlet program, you have a complete business plan. And from there, if you choose to enter into the competition, then you would pitch your business plan to a panel of judges, and you would show them your business plan as well. And then they would grade everyone on certain metrics, and that's how you get placed in the winnings.
That sounds so incredible. And I'm so excited about letting the word out, getting the word out to people so that they can join in. Because right now, the virtual is a meet and greet, right? So it hasn't started yet, but yet people are meeting and greeting each other, getting ideas, learning about other people's businesses. That's exciting too. So the first class I know is February the 9th. So what is the next meet and greet?
So I kind of changed the name a little bit. The meet and greet we were using on the platform AirMeet, which was really cool. But from now until the program starts, so that's the next 3 Wednesdays, I'll be hopping on a Zoom call from 6 to 6:30. I'm just calling them like Gauntlet information sessions where you can come, you can join and leave as you please. If you have any questions or concerns or just looking to get connected, that's your place to go. So you've got 3 Wednesdays from 6 to 6:30 that you can hop on there and ask me anything you'd like.
Wonderful. So that would be February the 20th.
That will be, that January 20th?
I'm sorry, January 20th.
Monday, Tuesday,
right,
January 20th.
January 20th, yes. Okay, cool.
6 p.m.
So that'll be the first, one for 30 minutes, give you a call. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so what is the website that they can go to for more information?
The advancementfoundation.org. So the Advancement Foundation is a nonprofit that's been around since 2007. And one of the programs that it runs is the Gauntlet. They also run a VITA program. We've got a business incubation center right in Vinton, and we've got the innovation mill. So there's lots of different programs that they run. So the advancementfoundation.org. And then once you get there, you'll see that the Gauntlet has an entire page. That's where you can go to apply. That's where you can go to make your payments. And that's where you can go if you've got any questions or concerns and want to reach out to us. Or you can email us at gauntlet@theadvancementfoundation.org.
Wonderful. Now, so we work a lot with the students, on internship programs and different programs through Bedford County Economic Development for internships. And they also do the Bedford One, where they actually tour different businesses to see what businesses are available to them. So we want to keep them here, right? We want to build our workforce. And with that, we would like to promote this within the schools. What if someone that was interested, if they were younger than 18, can they sign up for this, and what do they need to do?
Well, that is a very timely question because this week, and we haven't released it yet, but I think it'll be okay. Sneak peek. Or maybe by the time this goes live, it will be up and running. But we're actually doing a promotion to give back to the community where we are offering all college or high school students and faculty to come through the Gauntlet program for $99. So if they have an idea, even if they're under 18, they can still come through the program, bring their idea, get connected, start seeing what it would look like, what it would be like to run a business, to build a business plan.
That's so wonderful. So do they need their parents to sign something, just giving them permission if they're under 18, something like that?
Yeah, I'm sure that we'll have something developed to where parents will need to sign off on that, but they are more than welcome to join.
That's so wonderful. And, you know, for them, there's so many kids today, right, that are so innovative, you know, especially with technology and this whole virtual world, you know, and this would be such a advantageous program for the parents to say, oh my gosh, I want my child, my student to go through this. Even teachers, hey, they see these students that have this creative mind, right? And they're like, oh my gosh, they have this great idea. I've already learned of like 3 or 4, you know, just in the area of students that have been in these art programs where they're just coming up with all kinds of ideas. And this program can bring this to fruition for them. So it's exciting, and to have a better rate for them is great too. So that enables them to be able to participate. Do you have sponsors that could maybe say, hey, I've got someone, even a teacher, like we're saying, I want to sponsor this person to go in to be in this program?
Absolutely. And we have that happen quite a bit. In fact, the Gauntlet is joining forces with Latinas Network, and we're providing for one of the ladies there, one of the entrepreneurs in the Latinas Network group, to be sponsored and go through the Gauntlet. So sponsorships is definitely something that we encourage, especially if, you know, someone's not able to afford it on their own. But either way, if someone isn't able to afford it, they should reach out and let us know. We will work with you in whatever way we can, whether that's doing a payment plan, finding you a sponsor. If you have an idea, we want to help you come through the Gauntlet. And to go back real quick about the students in the area, we also have internships open. So if there are students who, you know, want to get their feet wet and work with a program like this, tell them to reach out and contact me. I'd be more than happy to set up an interview and see if there's a way that they could help us out.
Well, we actually have some good connections for you there, so I'll be investigating that for you.
That sounds great.
And I think they could really glean so much from this program, and just, you know, they would be excited. I don't know who would not be excited.
I know. I'm in the program and I love it. It is very exciting because you get connected to so many different entrepreneurs. To hear their stories is energizing. To see their ideas go from an idea to something tangible, like our winner last year, she came through with an idea. She thought, I would like a way to monitor people washing their hands. Well, then the Gauntlet hits, and then COVID-19 hits, and now we really need people with that type of idea. So she's been able to work with a previous alumni and a mentor and be connected to the right people to build a device that can monitor if nurses and doctors are washing their hands properly. And now schools want it and hospitals want it. And who knows, there could be insurance companies that will do tax breaks for people that have this device that can hopefully increase proper hand washing and decrease illness. So to see someone like that come through the Gauntlet when she first started with just an idea and did not know where to go with it is really incredible and very exciting.
How timely. Oh, my goodness. So she went through it last year, pre-COVID, because we, you know, really learned all this like first quarter, right? So when did she put this through? Was it like, did she start last?
Yeah, she began in the Gauntlet February 2020. So no COVID really yet. About mid-March, we had to switch to completely virtual because COVID was here. So by the time she graduated, and we have our award ceremony in May. So May, she graduated and won the entire competition. It was really neat. And she was our first female winner too. So we were pretty excited about that.
That's so great. What a great testimonial. So we'd love to have her on too.
Absolutely.
Talk about her idea. So you mentioned graduation. So graduation for this program will be in May at some point. And so they've got 10 great weeks to learn and glean and grow and, like you said, make their idea into something tangible and, who knows, have a business plan and really get that going. So I'm just excited. I'm thrilled that you've included Bedford this year, and we definitely want to promote this and make sure that our businesses are full aware of all the benefits with this program. And if they wanted to send one of their employees, something like that they might not have time to put in, but they believe in this, they know, they can expand their business. And so they can send someone. So that's exciting. And the Gauntlet's 7 years in, and success stories all around, and over 500, people that are giving them advice and alumni. It's just an exciting thing, and we just appreciate you and appreciate this program being able to be offered here.
Well,
and if
thank
people,
you.
Again, I just want to make sure they know where to go. I know you've mentioned it, but let's mention it again. The program starts February the 9th. It is virtual. It's 10 weeks. It's every Tuesday, and they will graduate. And it's going to be something they can utilize with their business. And where do they go for more information?
theadvancementfoundation.org, and you'll find our Gauntlet page on there.
Wonderful. We thank you for coming in today, and we look forward to wonderful success stories, and we're going to send people your way.
Thank you, Wendy. It was really great to be here, and we are so thankful to the Chamber and for everyone who's supporting Gauntlet, because it really is a community effort, and we at our core believe that we are truly stronger together, and that's what we're looking to do more now than ever, is just unite communities so that we can have that supportive entrepreneurial ecosystem. So thank you.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you, and thank you again, and we'll work together with you throughout, and we'll look forward to hearing more about the success stories in the end. And you never know, maybe someone from Bedford will win.
You never know. Hey, we're rooting.
Awesome. Thanks again. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll touch base again soon.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Wendy.